Beamy, 25, got a best friend named Lily, known each other since middle school. She's been my partner in crime through everything. Breakups, bad jobs, late-night McDonald's runs. People always assumed we'd end up together. We just laughed it off. Nah, bro, she's like my sister. Famous last words. One Friday night, mutual friend's birthday, big house party. Cheap beer, loud music, questionable decisions. I'm a little drunk. She's tipsy and glowing in that party-light way that makes your brain go, oh. We end up outside on the porch, sitting too close on the same swing chair. She looks at me and goes, you know, you've always been my favorite person. Heart stops working for a second. Don't remember who leaned in first. But the kiss happens. Slow, warm, a little clumsy. Years of friendship suddenly on fire. She giggles against my lips, says, this is probably a bad idea. Yeah. Then we keep kissing anyway. Fast forward a bit, somehow in her room. Lights low, hands shaking, everything electric. It's messy and way too good for something that was supposed to be a mistake. Morning after. Silence. She's wearing my shirt. I'm making terrible coffee. We're still friends, right? She asks with a nervous laugh. I say yeah, but my chest feels weirdly tight. We pinky promise it won't change anything? Spoiler, it does. It's been about 2.5 weeks since that night with Lily. Things are weird. We still hang out like before, but there's this quiet spark between us now. Awkward glances, soft smiles, pretending nothing happened. We're both doing Olympic-level mental gymnastics to act normal. One night she texts, can you come over? We need to talk. Gut. Panic mode. The most terrifying 5 words in the English language. Drive to her place, palms sweaty, heart doing double bass drum solos. She's sitting on the couch when I walk in, pale, nervous, clutching something in her hands. I sit down, look at the coffee table. Pregnancy test, 2 lines, 2 fucking lines. My brain blue screens. I'm waiting for her to laugh and say, just kidding. She doesn't. She just looks at me with wide, shaky eyes. I tested 3 times, she whispers. Every atom in my body starts vibrating at a dangerous frequency. Silence. MP3? World feels smaller, heavier. Are you sure? I ask, because my brain refuses to process it. Yeah, I'm sure. Her voice cracks at the end, and that hits me harder than the test itself. My mind is screaming, not ready, not planned, not real. But my chest is screaming something else entirely. She laughs nervously, tears in her eyes. I don't know what to do. And for the first time, she's not my goofy best friend. She's the woman carrying something way bigger than either of us. I sit down next to her. Everything inside me is chaos, but my hand finds her shoulder. We'll figure it out, I say. My voice shakes, but I mean it. She exhales like she's been holding her breath for hours, then leans into me. And it's not a friendly hug anymore. A week after Lily told me about the pregnancy, life suddenly feels like I'm living in 2 timelines. One where everything's the same, and another where everything is on fire. We made a mutual unspoken pact. Don't tell anyone yet. Not friends, not family, not a soul. She's still processing it. I'm still trying not to throw up every morning from stress. Hanging out with our friend group feels like being undercover agents. They joke, drink, talk about vacations and random shit. And we just sit there smiling like we're not hiding the biggest secret of our lives. My best friend Dave elbows me. Yo, why are you so quiet lately? You look like a guy who just found out his dog's pregnant or something. Laugh, but it's hollow. Lily nearly chokes on her soda, trying not to laugh. Crazy. We've also been texting constantly now. Like actually constantly. Not flirting, not banter, just panic messages and plans. When should we go to the doctor? Should we keep it a secret longer? How the hell are we going to tell people? She's scared. I'm terrified. And yet somehow, every time I see her, the fear quiets down for a bit. Like the only person who truly gets this right now is her, walking her home after hanging out. She slips her hand into mine without saying anything. It's not even romantic. It's survival. 2 idiots walking into a storm they never planned for. Today's the day of Lily's first doctor's appointment. Wake up with heart doing triple backflips in my chest. I'm not the one pregnant, but it sure feels like my anxiety is. Meet her outside the clinic. She's wearing an oversized hoodie and clutching her water bottle like it's emotional support. Neither of us say much on the way in, just these nervous half smiles that basically translate to, holy shit. The waiting room smells like disinfectant and baby lotion. Couples everywhere, laughing, glowing, acting like they've got their lives together. Meanwhile, we're just two idiots who thought, it's probably fine. Nurse calls her name. My stomach drops like I'm getting drafted. She looks at me, doesn't even need to ask. I follow her in. Doctor starts asking questions. Normal stuff. Last period, any symptoms, blah, blah. Lily's answering, but her hands are shaking. I grab her hand under the table, and she squeezes back so hard it actually hurts. But I don't let go. Then the doctor says the line that makes everything go quiet. Congratulations, you're about 7 weeks along. 7 weeks. That's not a maybe. That's a buckle up, buddy. She starts talking about vitamins, ultrasounds, blood work. I nod like I understand. But inside my brain is Windows 98 error noises. Walking out of the clinic. Lily looks pale but different, like something shifted in her. She stops in the parking lot, hand on her stomach. It's real, she whispers. And in that moment, all my fear crashes into something else. Something terrifying and huge. Responsibility. But also, something weirdly warm. She looks at me with teary eyes. I just put my arm around her. Because this is our mess now. A few days after the appointment, Lily and I decide it's time to tell our friends. Because hiding a baby isn't exactly a long-term strategy. Group chat's been asking why we've been acting weird anyway. She suggests telling them at our usual hangout spot, her living room. Casual, familiar, less risk of the public meltdowns. I bring snacks to look normal. My hands are shaking so bad, the chips bag sounds like a thunderstorm. Dave, our chaotic best friend, walks in first. You two are acting like you're about to announce a pyramid scheme. Oh, buddy, if only. Everyone finally arrives, 6 of us total. Lily gives me the look. It's go time. She clears her throat. So, we need to tell you guys something. Room instantly quiet. Nobody breathes. I glance at her. She nods. We're, having a baby. Silence. MP3. It's like dropping a grenade into a pool of Red Bull. Dave spits out his drink. Jenna's jaw hits the floor. Someone in the back goes, wait, like an actual baby? Lily laughs nervously and holds up the ultrasound picture. That shuts everyone up real quick. Dave, bro, brother, you, me. Yeah, me. Apparently I have working swimmers. Half the group laughs, half just stares like their brains blue-screened. Questions start flying. When did this happen? Was it planned? Are you together now? We answer in the most chaotic, half-panicked way possible. But something weird happens. After the initial shock, the room softens. People start congratulating us, hugging Lily. Dave claps me on the back like I just won the lottery. You're gonna be a dad, man. A dad. Holy shit. After, Lily's holding the ultrasound picture in her hands. I thought it would be worse, she says softly. I laugh. Same. Honestly thought Dave would pass out. Telling our friends was nerve-wracking. Telling our parents feels like walking into a final boss fight without armor. Lily and I make a plan, tell mine first, then hers. Mostly because my mom's easier to deal with, and her dad could probably crush me with a look. We sit in my car outside my parents' house for 15 minutes, both of us staring at the front door. Lily squeezes my hand, whispering, we can still fake our deaths and move to another country. Tempting, not gonna lie. Finally, we go in. My mom immediately knows something's up. You're both too quiet. You're never quiet? What did you do? Her eyes narrow like a hawk that smells drama. I clear my throat. Lily looks at me like, if you run, I'll kill you. Mom, Dad, Lily's pregnant. Silence. My mom blinks twice, then just says, oh. My dad looks at me, then at Lily, then at me again. Well, he finally says, at least you're not telling us through a text message. Then the weirdest thing happens. My mom smiles, like genuinely smiles. Oh my God, we're going to be grandparents. She hugs Lily so tight I can hear bones cracking. Lily looks both relieved and mildly suffocated. Dad gives me a slow, firm pat on the back. Congrats, son. Your life is over. Thanks, Dad. After the initial chaos, it's actually kinda nice. They start asking questions, already offering help. Lily nearly cries when my mom says, you're family now, sweetheart. Then comes her parents. And this is where the real danger begins. Her dad is the definition of stone-faced ex-military dad. We sit in their living room, her mom offers tea, her dad just stares. Lily breathes in deeply and blurts out, "Dad, I'm pregnant." Silence so thick you could slice it with a chainsaw. Her dad slowly sets his cup down, stares straight into my soul like he's scanning for weakness. "Was this your idea, son?" Internally, blue screen, externally, awkward smile. Lily jumps in. "It wasn't his idea, it was both of us." Her mom gasps, then immediately starts tearing up. "Oh, honey, we're going to be grandparents." Hugs Lily. Dad's still staring at me like I just declared war on his bloodline. Eventually, he exhales like a grizzly bear and mutters, "Well, if you're gonna do this, then you'd better do it right." Terrifying approval unlocked. We leave her parents' house 2 hours later, somehow still alive. Lily leans against my shoulder on the walk home. "I can't believe that actually went okay," she whispers. "Me neither. I thought your dad was gonna shoot me. It's still scary, but now it feels official, not just between us." A few weeks after the parental boss fights, pregnancy is starting to feel less like a chaotic accident and more like a story we're actually living in. Lily's belly isn't showing yet, but the world around us is already shifting. I start catching myself looking at her differently, not just as my best friend, not just the girl who crashed into my life, but the woman who's carrying something that's ours. One night, we're lying on the couch. She's scrolling through baby name lists on her phone. I can't focus on the names because I'm too busy watching her smile softly at the screen. It hits me like a truck. I don't want this to be temporary. Panic starts downloading immediately. Marriage, proposal, me, my brain. "You're too young." My heart. "You idiot, you already chose her." Spend the next week acting weird, Googling how to propose without being cringe, hiding search history like it's state secrets. Dave notices during lunch. "Bro, why do you look like you're about to defuse a bomb?" "Because I kind of am." Sneak into a jewelry store, stare at engagement rings for 40 minutes. The clerk thinks I'm lost. Fast forward a few nights. Sunset in the park, the one we used to walk through as dumb college kids. She's wearing that old denim jacket, the one I once spilled coffee on, and she never let me live down. She's talking about how scared she is, how fast everything's moving. "I don't even know what our life's gonna look like," she whispers. I take her hand, my heart pounding like a drum solo. "Maybe we can figure it out together," I say. Pull out the ring box. Her eyes go wide. "Holy shit," she breathes. I kneel down. The world goes quiet. "Lily, I love you. And if we're already about to start a family, I want to build the rest of it with you. Will you marry me?" She covers her mouth with both hands. Tears immediately. "Of course I will." Park lights flicker on. She kisses me, and everything else fades out. Engaged to my best friend, soon-to-be dad, and somehow, for some god-forsaken reason, also planning a wedding in record time. Lily wants something small and cozy. I want something that won't bankrupt me. Her mom wants something elegant and unforgettable. And my mom is already crying over tablecloth colors. We pick a date just 2 months away, partly because neither of us wants to drag it out, partly because the bump's gonna get bigger. And neither of us wants her waddling down the aisle like a penguin, her words, not mine. Venue? Her aunt's garden. Free. Score. Decorations. Friends volunteering. Dave is in charge of flowers. Huge mistake. Lily's trying on dresses while I stand outside with Dave, who's sweating like he's the one getting married. "Bro, this is insane," he whispers. "Yeah," I whisper back, but like, good insane. Every night we're surrounded by checklists. Invitations, food, music, rings. Lily's handwriting is all over the kitchen table. She's glowing, not in the cheesy pregnancy glow way. More like she's building a life she actually wants. Meanwhile, I'm slowly losing my mind over tux fittings and RSVPs. She catches me one night, buried under seating charts, walks over, kisses me on the forehead, and whispers, "Hey, you're doing great." Cue my heart doing backflips. Fast forward to wedding day. It's warm, sunny. Dave almost forgets the rings, of course. My mom's crying already. Lily's mom is fussing over her hair. And Lily walks down the aisle, slight bump showing beneath the dress, smiling like the world is hers. Everyone disappears in that moment, just her and me. The loudmouth best friends who never thought they'd end up here. Ceremony's short. Vows are a chaotic mix of jokes, soft confessions, and holy shit, we're actually doing this energy. When she says, I do, my knees go weak. People cheer, someone pops champagne too early. Dave nearly falls into the cake. Classic. Later that night, after the crowd fades, it's just us again, sitting barefoot on the grass in her aunt's backyard, the ring on her finger, her hand on her belly. We're really married, she whispers. Yeah, I whisper back. We're really doing this. And for the first time since everything started, it doesn't feel like a storm anymore. It feels like home. 26 now. Married dad, sleep deprived, still not sure how the hell I got here. Life used to be about late night gaming and pizza. Now it's diapers, lullabies, and asking, when did I last shower? Our daughter is 3 months old. Tiny chaos gremlin with Lily's eyes and my hair. Screams like a banshee at 3 a.m. Smiles like a literal angel at 3:05 a.m. Emotional damage every night. House is a mess. Bottles everywhere. Laundry mountain threatening to achieve sentience. But there's laughter in every corner. Lily walks around in an oversized hoodie, hair in a messy bun, humming to the baby like she's been doing this her whole life. One night, we collapse on the couch after finally getting the baby to sleep. The living room is dark except for a little nightlight shaped like a duck. She leans against my shoulder, sighs. Do you ever think about how it all started? She snorts. Yeah, just straight to the main story. We sit in silence for a bit. Not awkward silence, warm silence. I'd do it all again, I whisper. She looks up at me, tired but glowing. Me too. We kiss. Baby immediately starts crying from the other room. Parent mode on. Our little gremlin giggles in Lily's arms.